Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go. Let's all go. Let's all go to the. Let's all go to the.
You can't trust anyone.
Maybe it's broken because you don't trust anyone. You just have to take the first step.
What's really good, guys? It's your boy Spotted Menace. I'm here with my sister, my day one, Daria. Say what's up, Daria.
What's up, Daria?
And welcome to Kaiju Cinematic Destruction, our movie review show for the channel. See, no, not a lot of hand movies now. None of that.
Now you're doing it again.
Now I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
You gotta stop me.
Stop it!
Welcome to the Kaiju Cinematic Destruction, our movie review show for the channel. We got one more for you, but before we get started, you know what you gotta do. Go ahead and subscribe to us. Hit the little bell icon so you get notifications for every video that we make for you. Like into the content that you do enjoy, and comment down below because we do like to hear from you, our Kaiju faithful. Now, we did a trailer drop at the start of the new year, I believe. Yeah, I think it came out like
But it was just
January
a still.
So.
Yeah, but it was just a still with the actors that were going to be in it.
Yeah, that's how it started. Then we got the first teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Then we got a little bit more on the trailer. But Raya. We were stoked for Raya.
We were.
Like this, Up left us a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, not Up. Soul, thank you. Soul left us a little bit. It was good, but like I was hoping for a little bit more because I was expecting more.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with Raya. We got Raya and the Last Dragon. So let's go ahead and tell you what's about first.
Yes.
Let's jump into that.
Let's do the synopsis.
So there are how many different lands? Because you had Heart, Soul, Talon,
I think it was
Fang,
7.
and Spine. So it's like 5.
Oh, 5. I thought it was 7.
I think there's 5 particular lands after this mystical enemy, which I was expecting something for, called the Droon, started to turn people to stone.
Yeah.
Yes, and the dragons fought against it to try to save the people.
Yeah.
But like the dragons kept dying, getting turned to stone themselves until Raya, the Last Dragon, put all of her energy together and dispelled all of the Droon.
Yes.
And there was 500 years of not prosperity, but at least safety.
Yeah, it was safety.
But Raya left behind this gem, and everybody wanted a piece of that gem. Everyone from every village, every corner of the world wanted this piece of this gem. And they split apart. They were once harmony, they split apart, and we get to handle Raya, who is trying to put the pieces of the gem back together after it broke, and going on her little adventure. Yeah. To find the Last Dragon.
Yeah, I mean it was a fun adventure.
That's the best. That's the best spoiler free. That's the best spoiler free recap I can give without giving too much information away. Because this did surprise me in the way that the storytelling went. Because I was expecting like the usual third act breakup where it's like, oh, somebody misunderstood something and they split apart and they're gonna come back together. Yeah. Like none of that happened. No. We were expecting a lot of the conflict to happen like at least by the second act. Like no, they jumped right into that. Yeah. This was a nice, surprisingly well done martial arts and post-apocalyptic movie from Disney.
Yeah. Like, okay, so this movie it was fun. I love the imagery. I love the scenes. I love the colorfulness.
Oh, it's so colorful.
I even love the story and everybody that was in here, including Awkwafina. But if you want me to be honest, I think Awkwafina made the movie.
Okay, I'm gonna put. Go ahead. Put a T up real quick. Awkwafina to me is like Kevin Hart to you and Melissa McCarthy to me. Sometimes there are times where she can be a bit much.
I think in this movie she was just enough.
This movie, she was basically Genie. She was Robin Williams' Genie, and she was making the I'm gonna make modern references to things kind of jokes, and they weren't bad. They weren't bad at all. No. That's not a critique. That's more of an observation. Yeah, it's just an observation. She was basically the animated Genie from Aladdin.
Yeah.
That's what her role
and
basically
Genie from
was.
Aladdin was fine.
Yeah, he was fine.
It
it worked for them.
fine.
And it really worked for this one because like there wasn't a lot of like she never felt out of place despite that.
No.
So that's what made it work.
Yeah. Like I think if she was not in this movie, I don't think it would have really resonated well.
Yeah, they needed her. This movie
so
needed
Awkwafina
her.
made this movie,
Yes.
I have to say. But everybody played their role. Every character played, like, I mean...
I fell in love with Raya.
I did too.
And
hell, I even fell in love with the bad guy. Yeah, the bad guy.
But, well, that's the thing. There really never was a bad guy in this movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's one of those rare things where you don't get like a... And that's another thing that they did well. They didn't really have a bad guy because it really played on everyone's the hero in their own story.
Yeah.
And it makes sense where if you're growing up in a nation where you're trying your best to protect your people and maintain prosperity, then of course, if you don't trust other nations, you're going to go, hey, I need to do this thing and hopefully that will be my mea culpa. And that's the basic motivation behind these. And if you think about it, in some way it's noble, it's just short-sighted.
Okay.
That's all it is. So there's never really a bad guy in this film.
Okay. No, it's not. And like you said, it is basically everybody, like the stone split. So everybody wanted the stone for their own story, their own reason, their own prosperity.
Their people.
Right.
To give them prosperity.
Yeah.
And it exists in this one place that seems to hoard it.
Yeah.
So like if you grow up in this one place, you're thinking, hey, this is where it should be. This is all I know. But if you're outside, any kind of struggle that you have, you can attribute it to the fact that they're eating over there. We're not eating over here.
Yeah.
They have the stone. We don't.
Yeah.
We need the stone.
Right, because we don't have food.
Yeah, we don't have the same level of prosperity that they do.
Yeah.
So like, as I said, like it really plays up on that because there is, as I said, no real enemy.
Yeah.
I do love the animals in this.
Oh yeah, the animals are fun.
I love the character design.
Yeah.
The character design, it's basically like this character design for Sisu, who was played by Awkwafina.
Yeah.
On the one hand, like I get like people going like, oh, they basically frozened her up, gave her like the big eyes and the eyelashes like Elsa and Anna. Yeah. But on the other hand, I'm on the other side. I was like, that's basically like My Little Pony meets dragons. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like it was very, very stylized, but like it definitely fit. And they made her fuzzy too.
Yeah.
So like the animation for this was absolutely great.
I loved
it.
Amazing. Yes.
The character designs were great. Some of them stylized, some of them not. As I said, these are some of the best fight scenes that I've seen from an animated Disney property.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's my question to y'all real quick. In the comments below, let me know, has there ever been an animated Disney movie that had like elaborate choreographed fight scenes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, you could say Mulan, but like there were few and far between. Like, these were like intense.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
They were intense, but they were good.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah. But they were good. Like I said, like it did enough.
It did enough for you?
It did enough, yeah. And it was, my son enjoyed it, so.
So you seem a little bit more disappointed.
I was kind of like so disappointed because the way that they hyped it up so much, it was just like, oh yeah, I can't wait to see it. And then we see it, it was just kind of like,
Or like, it's good, but like, it could have been more for you.
Yeah, because it kind of faltered in some places or fell flat or just kind of got slow. And it was just like, oh, am I supposed to care here? Or
no, I got you.
It's kind of felt like that. Because like, if we get into the scores, are we ready for scores?
Oh, just in 1 second, because I'm going to give my con.
Go for it.
On this. I will agree with you. There are some portions of this film where either they didn't do enough for me or it felt tacked on. Like the importance of having other people join up in her band, it's definitely made. You gotta love it. But on the other hand, they are the weakest parts of the film in terms of like characterization. Like if it just stayed Raya and Sisu, and then the village of Fang, like that would have been enough. Like that would have been just enough. But like when you added in the other characters, they're like, okay, this is kind of interesting, and they're a little overstaying their welcome. I'm not invested in them nearly as much. There are moments and glimpses where you do get that, But after a while, it's just like, okay, this is still the Raya and Sisu show because they're carrying the film. But like, you guys just feel like hangers on. Yeah. And I hate that. But like, that's my only real big issue with this film. Yeah. Yeah. It's just that. But, you know, with that con said, you said you're a little bit disappointed. Let me know what your score is.
I give it a 3.
You give it a 3 stars?
Yeah, I give it a 3. Because I mean, it was still enjoyable. It was just
Okay. What would you change? What would you make different?
Probably in the parts that we were supposed to care. Give us a backstory with why we're supposed to care.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't kind of just throw us in that scene and then take us to the next scene. Because, like, they had a good premise.
Oh, yeah.
With her and her being backstabbed with her friend. I wanted more of that.
Okay.
I wanted more of that. And we only got, like, bits of it.
Okay.
Throughout the movie.
That definitely makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what? I will add on another con before I get my score. It did feel like it just moved from set piece to set piece to set piece to set piece after a while. Yes. And I did not get a chance to enjoy maybe that's the reason why I didn't like the characters nearly as much, because I never got a chance to enjoy them because like you'll have Sisu and Raya talking and you know, having a conversation about trust, and out of nowhere, like one of them pops up and is like, "Hey guys, I don't trust them either," and you're just like, "Oh wow,
okay,
where did you come from? I forgot you were even there."
Yeah,
back to Raya.
Yeah, and then although this is Raya and the Last Dragon, I still didn't have any connection with Raya.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sisu, I had all the connection.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because Sisu gave me her backstory. She gave me that emotion. She gave me as to how the Droons got here, what her job and role was for the Droons, and how she ended up with the stone. Okay. So she drew us in. Yeah. She drew us in. Raya, we got a little bit of her backstory. Yeah. Just a little bit. You know, but we didn't get enough. I mean, like, basically the basis of Raya is we understood that her father wanted peace for all the lands that were separated. Yeah. That's it.
So what I will say, damn, you're making me remember like all the cons I had with this film.
I'm sorry.
Like, here's the thing, I'm gonna get you with the score. Yeah. But like that is a good point. Because we did see the backstory. Mm-hmm. We did see her, you know, in love with her father. Yeah. The responsibility that she wanted to take on for guarding the stone and the gem. And the way that she got backstabbed. Those were all great. I loved them. I was pulled in. Yeah. But they then did a time jump like 5 years earlier. Yeah. Almost literally like, you know, immediately. The blip or the snap or whichever in the MCU. Like we jumped forward and we never saw what she went through between then and now. Yeah. And there are never any hints to it. We just know that, okay, Raya's a badass trying to find the last dragon and that's it. And she finds it. And then we just move on. And that's one of the reasons why you don't connect with her as much, because if you don't fill in that blank with at least some dialogue, some flashbacks, some hints here and there, it's just like, I don't trust anybody. I'm trying to find the last dragon. It's like, okay. But like, what did you go through? Like what pain did you feel? Yeah. Like how is every day, like you're away from your father who's, you know, lost in stone. How is every day away from him affecting you? Yeah. And you don't get that. You maybe get it like towards the end where it's like, oh yeah, I miss my dad. It's like, I got that. Yeah. But like, you know, tell me how. Like, show me how. And there was a lot of like tell and don't show with her. And because of that, since I'm talking about my score too much.
That's okay. What's your score?
I still give this a 4. Okay. For me. I still give it a 4. The fight scenes were great. Yeah. The visuals were amazing. Awkwafina definitely carried this with the comedic timing. The characters, as much as I wish I loved them more, were still pretty okay. And I just wish that they showed me more of this world. And it was, as I said, it was a lot of tell and don't show. Yeah, you jumped from like village to village to village. Like, for instance, like when we catch up with Raya, she's getting a piece of, I can't remember whose stone it is, but like they just got the stone right there in a booby-trapped area. And we never know, like, why is it in a booby-trapped area when everybody else is holding on to it?
Oh, when she was getting the first stone.
And when she was getting the first stone. It's like, why is it just in this booby-trapped area instead of you're holding on to it? We learn a little bit later on why everybody else would be gone from it. But like, I still don't know why you would keep it in some booby trapped land
area,
instead of like just hold on to it, you know, for dear life. But it is what it is. I like the film. Definitely give it a 4. Let us know down in the comments what you think or thought, past tense, about Raya and the Last Dragon, because again, we do like to hear from you, our Kaiju faithful. Also, head on over to patreon.com/HEELKAIJU. We get updates on the site, the store, and the channel. Even get some exclusive content, and maybe even get a merch code to save you some money. And where can you use those merch codes, D?
HEELKAIJU.com/shop, where you can get merch.
Fabulous merch helps support a gang of kaiju out there. Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you're having a wonderful day out there, and we'll catch you on the next movie review. Deuces.
Bye.